The fall semester is underway, and that means that students and teachers are returning to the classroom and looking for the best ways to learn. Our next guest is an education expert sharing tips that'll help prepare children to become most successful in the classroom. Joining us live by satellite from New York City this morning is Dominique Ciccarelli. We welcome her to Virginia this morning. Dominique, it's great to see you.
Good morning, Jessica. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. This is a busy time of year, but parents and children and instructors in the classroom want to make it the best experience possible. You have some advice for us this morning, starting right now. It's go time.
Yeah, it's back to school season, so it's a great time to have a fresh start with the new school year. There's lots of things that parents can do to build study skills at home and to make it ensure that their children have a great year ahead.
I think a big part of this, while we focus often on helping the kids find the best way to learn, is really taking a step back and engaging ourselves, whether we're parents, grandparents, guardians, or just friends of the family, and for us to get excited about learning again too, right?
Yeah, when you make learning fun at home, kids are more engaged and they enjoy doing it. So there's lots of little things that parents can do for the new school year. Having a weekly game night where you play different games like Monopoly or Scrabble, maybe on Sunday nights, is really great. Scrabble builds language skills, and Monopoly builds math skills. So it's, you can mix it up and play different games and make learning fun, and also incorporating book reading. Book reading doesn't have to be a solitary activity. Parents can do that with their children even after they've learned how to read, and you can make it more exciting for kids.
Are these two areas of focus that you're really finding families and children need to focus on, math and reading?
Yes, the majority of fourth graders actually lack proficiency in math and reading. The National Center for Education Statistics shows that only 40% of fourth graders are proficient in math and 36% are proficient in reading. So these are pretty alarming, and there are things that parents can do to making sure that their kids don't fall into that number or into that lack of proficiency by building their math and their reading skills at home.
You know, I often find that for some of us, maybe you personally aren't engaged in math as much as you would like to be, or, reading isn't your cup of tea. How do you get yourself as a guardian or parent or instructor jazzed about then sharing that with children? What can you do? What are some of those tips?
Yeah, well, when kids, it is important for kids to feel confident. When kids don't feel confident in the classroom or with learning, they don't want to do it and they kind of shut down. So you want to make sure that you build their confidence and fill in any kind of learning gaps that they might have. And the way to do that is through an individualized academic program. You want to find something that's proven to be successful. For instance, Kumon currently has over 4 million students studying math and reading right now, and its own curriculum. So you want to find a program that's going to be right for your child to either prevent learning gaps from occurring or even to be able to fill in any gaps that they have so that they can feel confident in the classroom, to make schoolwork easy so they enjoy it more, and so your child can get ahead and feel really good for long-term success.
And Dominique, you raise a great point, because we often think about finding maybe the old school days a tutor to help supplement, but this is really a different strategy in that you are filling that gap and maybe helping prepare them to be ahead.
Mm-hmm. So, tutors can work well, but they might not have their own curriculum that they're following that's been time tested and proven. So if you get with an academic program like Kumon, you can really build that kind of enrichment from something that is proven to be successful. Kumon goes from counting all the way through calculus, and from even just learning to read through Shakespeare. So you really have the kind of program that can help catapult your child to long-term success in school.
And you mentioned that game night and doing things at home to help build that confidence and the familiarity. Any other tips that we can try at home?
Yeah, if take things that your children are naturally interested in. So if they enjoy being in the kitchen with you, helping to incorporate the learning into cooking. So measuring 1/3 of a cup helps them to understand fractions, proportional relationships. If you like to watch sports and a touchdown scored, you can ask them, okay, what's 21 plus 6 before it pops up on the screen. So if they like baseball and they're a little older, you can ask them to help calculate how the batting averages are calculated. So, you just want to find things that your kids naturally really enjoy and then figure out how you can deepen their learning and make it more impactful so that they can build their math skills and their reading skills.
Great insight. Dominique, thanks for taking time to talk with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and if you want more information, you can visit kumon.com and find a center closest to you.